Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you today, tuning in with the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through for you. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, there's the link in the description box below. It takes you right to my book online page. All right, let's get to your reading. In the past, we have the Ace of Cups. Feels like your heart is full. You're filling your own cup and you have a lot to give. Feels very loving. I love this. I love love. Love is wonderful. All right. Okay. So it looks like you're at heart a very open-hearted person, very loving. And in the past, it feels like you've been experiencing a lot of family and then after family of origin, romantic relationships where they treat you poorly. Feels like this is a lack of equality, a lack of equity, a lack of fairness. It feels like you were raised to believe that receiving less and receiving really poor treatment was what love was. And I remember one of my parents. I don't want to call them out, but one of my parents just constantly told me as I was being raised by them that this is unconditional love. Feels like they'd read something about unconditional love and how it's superior, and without really recognizing or trying to embody or understand what unconditional love is, feels like they kept saying, I love you unconditionally, no matter what you do. They said that over and over, but all of their behavior was that I'm treated less than. And so I kept thinking, well, this is what love is. Being treated less than, putting the person that I love up on a pedestal and begging them to love me, sending love their way, and not receiving any or receiving less than. Feels like some definitions. Yeah, you had some kind of messed up definitions about what love is and what's acceptable. And so it looks like you were easily manipulated by communication, someone telling you what you want to hear. And it doesn't feel like this was loving at all. So it looks like it feels like people were juggling you, telling you what you want to hear while receiving your love and your energy. Wow. All right. In present time, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. This is this is a lot of talking, smack talking, a lot of gossip. These people are not your friends. It feels a lot like more like family, maybe, for some of you. Feels like in this present energy, wow, Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it feels like whoever these people are, they have a lot to say about you. It doesn't feel like they say it to you. It feels like they say it behind your back. And it feels like you at some point in your life would have really cared what they said. It would have been heartbreaking to discover that they're talking about you. And now it feels like you're like, okay. I think you recognize that it's coming from their own insecurities. Like you've healed enough to realize that their gossip and their talk is the activities of small minds and small people, and that you just don't want to engage in and talk to people who aren't on the same page with you, instead of trying to convince them. Feels like in the past they took advantage of your insecurities. It feels, to me, this feels, it could be friends, but it feels like family. It feels like these people are insecure because you've got unlimited potential right now. And I think, wow, a lot came up around unlimited potential. You have an unlimited potential right now with a high priestess. There's no roof over her head, specifically because she has unlimited potential. She understands things. She's focused on what she is perceiving. There's a lot of wisdom. And it feels like right now you're very psychic, very attuned to the energies and focused. And it feels like if you're dealing with family and they're saying things, it feels like they're trying to wound you, maybe trying to take you down a peg, like they used to be able to in the past, be able to say something and get you in your emotions. But it feels like these are just activities of very insecure people. And no longer can they project their insecurities onto you. And it feels like that's very annoying, that they can't put you back in your place. Anything else? Nope. Okay. What's hidden is the Five of Cups. Interesting. This is grief and sadness. Who's grieving? Who's sad? What do we need to know about? It looks like feels like there's someone, but this could also be the family or friend group, this kind of toxic gaggle of people gossiping, a gossip gaggle, a gaggle of gossipers. It feels like there's some sadness that you're no longer clinging on or needing them. It feels like at some point you needed their approval, and so you would shift who you were to be pleasing to others. Maybe you were a pleaser, a bit of a doormat, and people pleaser, and it feels like that's just gone now. You've changed. You have definitely gone through a transformation. You're no longer staying small, and you're having a new beginning. You're very balanced, and could be bringing in partnerships or real loving relationships. Not this is unconditional love. Why can't you accept unconditional? Because it's not. It's we've got the Three of Cups in reverse again coming out. It looks like these people, this group, they don't want you to move on. They don't want you to find stability. It feels like it if you find success, which you are, and you have unlimited potential, then they would have to they'd have to check their story. Their story doesn't work if you pull away and create your own storyline instead of trying to beg them to rewrite how they view you. Feels like they have created a story of who you are, a very limiting story. And until the recent past, it feels like you've stayed small, tried to do what you could with the limiting views, but you've thrown them off. You've changed, and they don't want to see you succeed. They don't want you to have abundance because it messes up their story, their worldview. What's this Two of Cups and what's hidden? Anything we need to know about the Two of Cups and what's hidden? If you've been looking for love or looking for loving relationships, it feels like you're getting very close to that. It feels like right now you're focusing on work and focusing on building something, a solid foundation, abundance. So, all right, let's move on. The advice is justice. This is justice. This is, it feels like the justice is you finally realizing that this is not love. I do not receive this as love from people. And going and finding people who can co-create loving relationships that are in agreement with how you give and receive love. It feels like just moving on, letting go, perceiving those who have tried to block your progress and just seeing them. It feels like it's an extension of their inability to make progress, their inability to expand, their inability to go within and grow. And so instead they critique their environment. It's small-minded kind of behavior. And there's just, I'm getting this feeling of just leaving this behind. If you re-engage in this, then you are back in it. So it feels like kind of like a, hey, see you later. I'm not interested in this energy. And the justice is that you are moving on. And you're not just moving on, but you are doing really well. You have this unlimited potential that you're tuning into, tapping into right now. And I think part of the justice is that you are moving towards success. It feels like you've already tapped into some of that success, and these people are not going to be invited to be in your life. It feels like you're realizing that you can't do what you want to do and be surrounded by people who can't perceive you, don't like you, have nothing nice to say. Definitely, they might be nice to your face, but behind your back, they don't care about you. They don't care for you in a way that's helpful. And I think just recognizing that and moving on is what I'm perceiving, and that it's justice that that you find what really is love, how you receive love, how you can show love, and it's not how you were raised to believe what love is. So, wow, interesting messages. I hope that's helpful. Have a great day. Bye.